Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you Tableau Bridge, and you probably heard about it. Let's just go to the website just to kind of show you what it is. Let me bring that over here. Okay, so Tableau Bridge software. Right, so you probably heard about me mentioning this a few times. And the whole idea with Tableau Bridge is when you have a visualization, the way we get it onto the cloud or onto Tableau Online or Tableau Server is to actually, if I got my Tableau one to come up, you go server and we go publish, right? That's how we get it on there. But here's the problem. If each one takes you about half an hour to run, right? Because you got to get the data out, you got to open up Tableau, you got to wait for it to refresh, and then you got to publish it online. If there's a time limit to that, let's say half an hour, that means there's only a certain amount that you can update on a daily basis. So what's easier is to just schedule them so that when you come into work, you just turn your computer on and it just does it by itself. You don't actually have to open Tableau. It just grabs your data and sends it straight off to where it needs to go, right? Which is to the cloud. Okay. So to actually do it, I'm going to walk you through step by step how to set up Bridge and how to get data on and then how to modify your schedule. Okay, so the first thing is we need to download Tableau Bridge, and it's as simple as typing Tableau Bridge download. Okay, and you'll see here Tableau Bridge releases, and whenever you're watching this, grab the latest version unless you've heard it's got any bugs or anything like that. Personally, I tend to download one previous, right? So if we're up to 2020.1, I'll grab 2019.4. A lot of the times it's because this may still be in beta or they're still testing it and they may still have bugs. So I tend to just kind of leave it, not risk it. So I'll go ahead and download the latest version. So I'm not going to do that because I've already got it installed on my computer. So just follow the prompts. It's very, very simple. By the end of it all, you should have an icon that looks something like this on your desktop, right? It'll just say Tableau Bridge. And if you can't find it, Tableau Bridge, right? There it is, and you just activate it. So that's kind of part one, getting it onto our computer. All right, second part is running the software. So go ahead and click that Tableau Bridge icon. And once you click it, you're going to see this little plus plus symbol right here that looks sort of like this, right? And what you'll find is no window is going to really come up, right? Because Tableau Bridge is kind of meant to run in the background, so you don't really notice what it's doing. Um, and you don't really have to do a lot of this stuff once you've set it up, so that's why you don't really see very much. Now, if you can't see this symbol, sometimes it's hidden in this triangle section. So if you click on that, a window comes up, and sometimes it's in there. So what I usually do is I don't like it in there. I kind of want to see it running. So I can just grab that, click and drag, and put it in there. So I can always see it. All right, so let's get out of my drawing tool. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to click on that plus symbol, right, just here at the bottom. And what you'll find is it's going to ask you to sign in. And the reason is it needs to know where to publish your site, publish your data to which site. There's, hundreds of thousands of sites across the planet. Where is it going to publish to? So let's log in here. Okay. And once you've logged in, it's going to do a bunch of, blinky stuff, right? And then this symbol, instead of being kind of grayed out, it's going to turn white. There you go. So I can see that it's now activated, and now very shortly a window should come up. Do, 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 do. All right. Or do I have to click? Hang on. There we go. Right. And that basically says, okay, Tableau Bridge is now active. Okay, it's ready to be used. And if I go to the Tableau site, so if you're an admin or you've got site access, when you go to the settings, right? So settings, and then click on Bridge, you'll see here all the people using Tableau Bridge, right? Their names, their codes, when they were last connected, etc. So your name will eventually come up here. So this is more from an admin point of view. All right, so now that we have it set up, how do we actually use it, right? That is the next step. I have here a Tableau workbook open, and I've just connected to some data on the server. I think it's like a SQL server. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to publish this data source, which we covered several lessons ago. And in that lesson, what we did was we published it, but it was manual. Okay. I want it that when it publishes, it will refresh itself tomorrow, the next day, once a week, whatever, right? So we just have to add a few more steps when we do the publish. So I've already signed in just to save a bit of time. And we're going to go publish data source and publish that one. Okay, and then the normal window for publishing is going to come up, but you'll notice that you also have this part, which is new, and it's going to ask you two things, right? The first one is the authentication. So if you're using a server or maybe cloud, you've connected to HubSpot or something like that, it needs credentials to actually grab the data and push it forward. If you don't activate this, then it can't get your data. Okay, the second part is about maintaining a live connection or doing an extract, meaning if, for example, you're doing Salesforce, which is a cloud software, it can grab the data live. So as Salesforce changes, Tableau changes. But what you have to think about is how much data and any performance issues. So if you're going to be transferring huge amounts of data, can Tableau, well, Tableau can handle it, but can the visualizations that you've designed in the way you've designed them, can they handle it? So what I actually recommend, and pretty much what I do 99% of the time, is always use an extract, right? So we're going to go authentication. We're going to click that. And basically what we're trying to say is we want it to keep the credentials so that it can grab the data itself. Okay, so check with your IT divisions in case this is an issue. So I'm going to click here on authentication. I'm going to go allow refresh access. Okay, that's it. We click outside. We create an extract. And then this one is totally up to you. Right? If you're doing a new build, you really want your dashboard that you're publishing to be connected to the cloud data, right? Unless you're prototyping, in which case maybe not, but totally up to you. We're going to do it, and we're going to go publish, right? And then we wait a few seconds. It's going to do its thing. Okay. Do, 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 do. All right. Now don't touch anything, right? Because a message is going to come up. And this message is saying, congratulations, you've published the data set. Tableau has detected you've got Tableau Bridge activated. Do you want to schedule this refresh, right? So if you press schedule, it's going to come up with a window saying what is the routine you want. Okay, so you want daily at 10, daily at 2, and it will just run on itself. Now, remember, your computer has to be on. It can't work if your computer's off, right? So there's a lot of different types you can pick. But what happens if I accidentally close this window? Well, then how do I organize the refresh? Well, it's very easy. Once you've gone to the data set, right, you want to click on extract refreshes, and we're going to go new extract refresh. But before we do that, we are going to activate this part. Okay, right now the thing that's running the refresh is Tableau Online, right? Pulling the data out through Bridge. But really we want our computer to do that, okay? Um, so what we do is we're going to click on this button right here. We're going to go a computer on my network with Bridge installed, and your one will automatically be selected, and we just go save. And that just makes sure, and you can ignore this error, for some reason it always comes up, right? And once that's set up, that means this refresh will be run by your computer. So now we can create the refresh. So we go new extract refresh, and now we can set the schedule. So we open this up. Now what I've noticed is through the different versions, this kind of layout changed a few times, but the idea is always the same. Okay, so we're going to do, let's say, every day, Monday through Friday, but let's say I don't want to do Wednesdays, I can just deselect. Let's say I want to do it from 11 a.m. Okay, you can change your time zones if need be, but it usually detects it automatically. You can also do it, let's say, monthly. You can do it hourly if you wanted to. I think the fastest it can do is 15 minutes out of the box, but I've been told that in some cases they can design Tableau server to run in 1 minute or 30 seconds or something like that. Okay, so let's do that and let's go schedule refresh. All right, and you're going to see this right here. Now, before we continue, we're going to go into the settings again. We're going to refresh this, right? And you'll notice that there are now 5, right? Because I am now in here for Tableau Bridge. Okay, and that is basically it. Let me look at my list. The only thing, oh, one tip before we go. Eventually you're going to have a lot of extracts, right? Sometimes you can have as much as 20 or 30 or 40 continuously being pushed to Tableau online. And the mistake I've made in the past is I'll schedule a lot of them all at the same time. And what happens is they all have to run kind of one by one. So it's better to kind of spread them out during the day. So I like to keep just a simple Excel file with a schedule to say what extracts are running when. A lot of the times it's best to run it when no one's at work, so you can have your computer on late at night and just let it do its thing. Um, and that's basically it. So that's Tableau Bridge. It's very, very simple. Um, yeah, hope you enjoyed and I'll see you next time.